Hi, Richard Jacobs, Speakeasy Marketing. This is the fourth video in the 5-part video series on how to Google-proof your site. So the next time Google freaks out, changes its algorithm, and massacres a whole bunch of attorney sites, your site won't be one of them. You'll keep your traffic, your phone won't go dead, and you'll be laughing at all those other attorneys that, again, are losing out. So in this video, I'm going to bring together the first 3 videos. We talked about having a lot of content on your site and why that's important. We talked about making that content compelling, interesting, fascinating to read to keep visitors on the site once they get there. We talked about having a lot of relevant quality links to your site so Google perceives you as a strong site, an authoritative one that people have voted for that should be visited. And Google will show you, the top of page 1 for a lot of different keywords. So you want to have all these 3 factors going for you. Guess what? 99% of attorney sites don't have all these factors going for them. A lot are lopsided. They'll have a lot of links, but they'll be junky links. Or they'll have a lot of links, but no content, like 20 pages. Or they'll have 200 pages of content, but no links. Now this is a problem because, one, if your site's lopsided, it's not going to perform. And you're going to be mystified as to why. You're going to think, well, we have all these articles, why aren't we showing up in Google? Or we have all these links, why aren't we showing up in Google? Or I'm on page 1 for these 3 keywords like I was told would make me successful, but I'm not getting a lot of phone calls. What's wrong with my site? So there's a way to diagnose it, and that's what I've done through this Google Proof Report process. So when you look at your report, yes, that's the tip of the iceberg, but pay attention to those grades. They're not there to insult you. If you got C's and D's, it doesn't mean you're bad, you're stupid, your site sucks, none of that stuff. It means that it's lopsided. It means it has problems and it needs to be improved and fixed up. Now, I've done a lot of talking, I've done a lot of explaining. I'm going to show you some more elements beyond these initial 4 on what makes a good website. Now we're going to come into the design portion of it. Now I'm going to hint at some of the elements, but some of them are having testimonials on your site on almost every page that people can see. Testimonials are very, very important in the attorney world. People believe them when they read them. It's not like weight loss testimonials or make money at home in your underwear testimonials. People tend to believe attorney testimonials. They think they're real, so they're very useful to have. Another thing is, remember how I told you your website looks like the root system of a tree, hundreds of pages, hundreds of entrances. Well, on each page, you got to make sure that page looks good and doesn't look like crap. You don't want your website to look like a movie set where you have a beautiful facade, meaning the home page, and all the content pages, which is where 95% of people enter, look like 2x4s, look like a piece of junk, the back of a movie set. The back of the restaurant where the dumpster is. You want it to look just as good as the rest of your site. So you got to pay attention to that. Each page has to be compelling. Each page needs testimonials. Each page needs to be relevant. Each page needs to show people how to navigate to the rest of the site to read more. Each page needs to have a phone number on it and a way to contact you, because if you force people to go hunting for your phone number or your contact information or your address or any of that, they just leave. Why would you want to make it hard for people to contact you? That's your goal, is to make it as easy as possible for people to contact you, to grease the wheels. Okay? Also, another thing that helps too is when you have an article on a page, you want to have related articles to that topic. Why? Because it gets people to read more. If we're talking about divorce and child custody issues, you want to have related articles on visitation, orders of enforcement, what happens if you don't pay child support, who gets custody, how much, what determines if the kids live with one parent or another, what happens if you're from out of state, what if you want to move out of state, whatever. But you want to have related articles to what's on the page, because again, I read an article about child custody, maybe I want to know more before I call you. So I see there's 4 related articles, what I just mentioned. I'm more likely to click on one and read further. And the more I've invested in reading your website and taking time on it, the more likely I'm going to credit you with that information and call you versus go somewhere else. So all these little factors are very important. And what I've done is I'm going to send you now a video series I did. First part of the series is on a good site that's been worked on a lot. Second part of the series, first part of the series is on a good website that was worked on a lot. Second part of the series is on a bunch of crap sites that I found out there. Random ones, didn't target these people, but I show you what's wrong with these websites. So you'll see hands-on what you can do, how to do it, and how to get your site in shape so that not only it'll do well in Google and you'll get a lot of business, but you'll be protected against Google's next rampage, which will come, and it will come soon. Thank you. Fifth video is coming up. I'm going to give you some more specific details on how you get all these elements implemented in your practice. Because I've told you what to do, I haven't told you how to do it as much as I need to. And I know you want to know that. You know, either for you to do it, or your SEO guy to do it, or for you to hire someone to do it for you. So that's the last video. Look forward to it.